So, what do you do when the owner of an unwanted title can't defend it due to a pandemic? Find a new one, of course! I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is! Back at Worlds Collide in January, a young Irishman named Jordan Devlin took on Angel Garcia and took the NXT Cruiserweight Championship from him in what could only be described as an upset. I mean, there have been time-wise shorter holders of the ugly purple belt, but Devlin was the first from NXT UK to grab the belt and more or less drag it across the pond away from NXT HQ near Orlando. That was embarrassing to all the under 205 pounders who were hoping for a chance, I think. Oh, it wasn't too big a deal, I'm sure. I mean, if Devlin could handle jet lag, he could just hop on a big old jet airliner and head to Florida to defend the belt. He can grab another that'll carry him to his home again. But then COVID-19 exploded across the world. And the panicky people, Americans, especially American government officials, naturally are, multiple travel bans were instituted. Especially notable was that hardly any non-Americans in Europe were permitted to travel to the U.S., including the United Kingdom. Didn't stop the U.S. from becoming tops in diseases and in cases and deaths, but whatever. I think we all know that the U.S. government has been crap for decades. In any case, since Devlin can't travel abroad to defend the Cruiserweight title, what were the dozen or so Cruiserweights in the WWE gonna do? Their only chance at a title, barring moving to Raw or SmackDown and trying for a title there, was stuck abroad. What good was their careers now? Sorry. Sometimes I gotta wipe the sarcasm off my face. I mean, we all know that the Cruiserweight Classic 5 years ago was about as good as it was going to get for the Lith set. The fact that Triple H snuck in a title belt for the tournament winner was questionable at best. And 205 Live? Does anyone watch that anymore? I thought the best thing for the WWE to do was just retire the belt and have the Cruiserweights just battle it out in the main rosters. But no. They committed to having a Cruiserweight title, even as far as renaming it the NXT Cruiserweight Championship last October, and by God, they were gonna wring everything out of it that they can. And the ultimate solution? A tournament, of course. But not a tournament to decide a new Cruiserweight champ. I mean, it's not Devlin's fault he can't defend it. No, instead, the tournament is to decide an interim Cruiserweight champ who will hold and defend the title until coronavirus takes a hike and Devlin can come back to the States. At that point, he and the interim champ will unify the titles in a match, I'm sure. Of course, the WWE isn't the first to think of this. If for some reason a UFC champion cannot defend their title, an interim champion is crowned until a point when the real champ can return, after which the titles are merged in one match, and the interim gets put away until it's needed again. Some time ago, I suggested that the winner of the Royal Rumble become an interim champion, because it seemed like less and less people actually liked the winner or how they won. I mean, this way, if it didn't look like a good fit, the interim champ could lose to someone that would work, and WrestleMania's main event would be saved. But for this title, I don't think it was a good idea. I mean, if a healthy Brock Lesnar could hold on to a primary title for months and months without defending it, why stop there? It's not like anyone will notice the Cruiserweight title missing, right? Let's just wait for Devlin to be free to travel and let him stick around to defend. That being said, I do like that it's a different format from regular tournaments. 2 groups of round-robin style matches with the top of each group fighting each other for the title. I like that. If only they had held off on letting Drake Maverick go until after he goes 0-3 in his group. At least that would be a legit kayfabe reason to release him. So here we are. 8 men in what I feel is a pointless tournament for a pointless replacement for a pointless title. A title so tertiary that they shoved it to what is essentially a tertiary brand. Ask me again why we should be invested in this? Look, the Cruiserweight Classic was awesome, but it was a one-hit wonder. They should have known they couldn't expand it into a whole version, into a whole division, I should say. But then again, they're committed to the idea and they're going to hang on to it until, I don't know, Hornswoggle's son takes the title and shuts it down for good. Like father, like son, maybe. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, and I'll see you.